going on, ladies? I just wanted to do a quick video about why I relax my natural hair. Now, just to give you a long story short, I need to give you a little bit of background information. I did the big chop in 2012, literally the big chop. It was right before graduation. I cut all my relaxer off with the scissors, and I had my brother come and razor the rest of it off with some clippers. It was a very crazy experience. It was like a spiritual experience. It felt very liberating. I can't even explain it. Like, even my brother felt the vibe, okay? It was just crazy. But I did that because I was completely sick of relaxers at that point, and I didn't want it in my head. I just remember one day I was laying like on this bench on campus, and I was like, this got to go. I don't want this in my head, and that's why I did the big chop. This time I'm going to be transitioning back. That's another long story short. I'm relaxed. I've been relaxed for about 9 or 10 months, but I'm transitioning back to natural after being natural for 4 years. Relaxed for 9 months. I'm going back. I know, so confusing, right? But you know, us black women are just like, you know how we do. We get tired of stuff very easily. We like to switch it up. And I just permanently, well, no, I didn't permanently switch it up because hair grows back and it can always be cut off or transitioned, okay? So I wanted to do this video about why I relax my hair. Now, the first excuse, okay, that I call it an excuse, is very valid, but we hear this all the time. Kinky hair is just so hard to deal with because, yes, I represent for the foes, okay? 4x4s. My uncle always said I had a 4x4 head. I'm gonna say I got 4x4 hair because I got that kink. You know what I'm saying? Type A, B, C, what's up? Okay, so I'm type 4. And we know the type 4 hair is, like, not easy to deal with. Now, I'm gonna use another excuse for myself. Back in my day, there was just not a million natural hair YouTube videos out. All these new products that are out there were not out when I first did it, okay? So now I feel like there's no excuse. The main tips for anybody who's watching this who's still natural and you got type 4, all you need to know: a Denman brush, no picks or combs, none of that foolishness, water, and moisturize. You will be fine. Your hair will be very easy to deal with. But back to point, before I knew what to do, it just got really frustrating to deal with for me, you know, so it was hard to deal with. I fell into that excuse. I'm like, it takes too long to do my hair. I'm not trying to be doing my hair 6 hours every day. I'm not trying to be having to wait 4 days for my hair to completely dry to have a style and only be decent for like 1 or 2 days and then have to do it all over again the next week. A year or two post big chop, 3 year, it was cool. It was like, okay, when I hit year 3, I remember I was like, okay, now I'm getting some length, you know, my twist outs coming down a little bit, you know, they hanging, they not right here anymore, you know what I'm saying? But and I loved it, especially my 2-year mark, because I used to wear my hair twisted and it looked like I had like short locks. So I loved it, okay? Because, you know, I looked like a little Rasta in the making, you know, from a distance until you come up and you see their twist. But I loved it when it was short. When my hair started to reach the 4-year mark and it started to get long, I'm going to tell y'all 2 reasons why it pissed me off. Because 1, it was just harder to deal with. I remember year 3, I totally was lazy with my hair. Year 3 and 4, I would put my hair as tight as a ponytail as possible and throw a wig on. Like, I wasn't even doing it right. Sometimes when I was like not being lazy, I would twist up my hair and then put a wig on, which is the easy way. By the way, for ladies who are in your 3-4 year mark, you want to wear wigs, you can just twist your hair, especially if you're not good at braiding your own hair. You can twist it, you know, put a little wig cap on and put your wig on and you should be fine, you know, depending on how long your hair is. But sometimes I was too lazy to do that, so I would just end up squeezing it into a tight ponytail as possible, you know, putting a wig on, having a little bulk in the back, but you know, I was cool with that. And then another thing that I didn't like about it is that I had expectations for my hair that weren't met. So being type 4, we know one thing about type 4 hair. That's why I'm not going to say whether I'm A, B, C. I do have a curl pattern, but I would claim all of it, just all the type 4, because we have a lot of different combinations in our hair. The distinction to me, to where you know that you are really a type 4, is if when your hair is wet, your hair grows up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when your hair grows up like the trees and the bushes outside, you're type 4. You know, type 4 hair just doesn't typically fall. And so, you know, when our hair is wet, of course we can pull it down. You know, we love our hair when it's wet, but as soon as it starts to dry up, you lose that length, and that shrinkage is so real. Y'all, I was not expecting the shrinkage. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the first time I went natural, I was expecting, you know, as my hair got longer, my afro would look bigger and it would just, no. I had a TWA when my hair was wet from year 1 to year 4. I'm like, really? You telling me it's 4 years later and my hair still looks like a TWA when it's wet? I'm not gonna lie, that pissed me off because I wasn't expecting it. I was thinking, like, you know, even though it would still be short, I was thinking it would look longer. No, my hair would shrink right back. And now I know that's just how type 4 hair is, you know. But for me, it caught me off guard because I really thought, you know, that I didn't think I was going to deal with that. And, you know, now we know about stretching our hair and different things that you do. We have to give ourselves length, you know. We understand that when you wash and go, especially, I've seen new techniques that us type 4s might have wash and go hope. Now, I've seen some cool videos lately, okay? But in general, as a type 4, if you wash and go, it's a wash and no. Wash and goes or wash and no's, okay? So, you know, there would just be no length. Or like sometimes I'll do my hair, and especially if it was wet and I'll take it out the next day, it's still wet, it's not dry. I used to be like, man, for me to get a complete style without using heat, because I was kind of like a natural hair Nazi myself, minus condemning other people. Like, I've never been into that, you know what I'm saying? But I was natural in the way that I'm like, I'm not gonna put no heat to my hair. I didn't do none of that. So I was like just completely a natural. I didn't use no hair blow dryers. I didn't get under any hair dryers. I didn't use flat irons. I didn't do any of that for 4 years. Looking back, you don't have to be that drastic. I will use a little bit of you know, definitely a hair dryer or a blow dryer from time to time. It's not that serious. When you're talking about flat ironing, that's a little different, but I feel like it's okay to use a little bit of heat when you're drying your hair, okay? That's a long story short, because I'm not going to take 4 to 5 days to do a hairstyle anymore just to wait for my kinks to dry out. I'm sorry, okay? But that was the reason. Then I was like, you know, it just takes too much to take care of natural hair. Then I was neglecting my hair so bad, even though I didn't have any breakage, even though I was like the worst, like no moisturizing, no doing anything to the scalp, barely washing my hair. And I'm the type of person who washes my hair once or twice a week. But when it got long, I just like got real reckless with it. And so my hair was dry. It wasn't breaking though. I have like really strong hair, you know what I'm saying? But I just remember being like, it just feels unhealthy. I didn't know what to do with it. I had just got completely sick of it. I got tired of wearing my hair in twists all the time. Like, the only time I can be cute is a twist, because oh, my twist styles was fire. Like, don't even get it twisted, but no pun intended. But I just got tired of that, you know. So I've learned to now, since I'm transitioning, and, you know, I heard the struggle gets real when you start to hit that 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, as it, you know, that line of demarcation starts popping even further, you know what I'm saying, when your natural hair is growing out. I feel like I'm transitioning because instead of being so drastic like I usually am, hence doing the big chop, this is going to give me a good chance to really just transition my way out. I have videos coming on this channel that's really going to show you how to take care of your relaxed and your natural hair at the same damn time. Hey, at the same damn time. Because I want to keep my length as long as possible until I feel comfortable to cut it off. Like, I have 5 years of growth in my hair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to just get rid of that. No ma'am. It was like that medium stage, you know what I'm saying? I hate that medium stage. Even when you have relaxed hair, I hate the medium stage. So I was in my medium stage for like the you know, for my natural hair, and I just gave up too soon. Like, I gave up right before it was about to get real, and I know it. But, you know, it was too long. It was a lot more to deal with, but then it wasn't long enough to where I'm like, okay, it's worth dealing with it. So I was just in that in-between point. And the second reason, which is a more personal reason, is because my ex-husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, absolutely loved my kinky hair. When he first met me, I had micro braids and I had like the black and blonde type look going on, the 1B27 look, you know what I'm saying? And so he met me, he was attracted to me, he was trying to get with me for the longest. When he saw on like my Instagram or somewhere that I had natural hair, he was like, that's when it got even realer. He was like trying to marry me. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe you got that. He's into that. That's like his thing, you know, kind of in a fetishy way, which I don't like people who, I don't want people to like me for fetishes neither. You see what I'm saying? I don't want it to be a fetish, you know. But so he was into it like that. And so my natural hair at that point in my life, because I was dealing with my divorce and it was more fresh than it is now, I just wanted to relax, because I'm like, look, I knew how much he loved it, and I just didn't want him to think there was any chance in hell. And I know how big of a deal that was for me to relax his hair to him. So I was like, you know, if I relax my hair, he's gonna know it ain't no chance in hell. I don't give a damn what you think. I don't want you. It ain't no chance, bruh. It's gone. All the kinks that you love to twirl your fingers in, they out. So that was my personal reason for doing it. And I'm happy that I did, because guess what? This new hair that's growing out, he's never gonna have ran his fingers through those kinks. Okay, these are gonna be some fresh kinks coming out this scalp. So, you know, that was my other personal reason. I know that's like super personal, but that's why I relaxed my hair. Now fast forward, I have fun. Now let me tell y'all the transition point. Now when I first relaxed my hair, y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Like I could just run my hands through that. You know, that's when you start doing this movement, like when you could just what like so whoosh. Okay, so I remember when I first got to just wrap my hair again for the first time, like, oh my god, to have them bristles just go across your scalp and you got that sheen, you know, it's like, oh, I loved it. You know, I got tired of it really quick though, because I've only been relaxed for 9 months and I'm going back. So it's like, no, I miss my kinks though, you know. And one thing I want to say is that it's just certain things, like I have a newfound appreciation for my natural hair, because I can straighten my hair by going to a good beautician who can straighten it out temporarily. You know, you can put the texture manageability straightener system in your own head, which I did that before I got my relaxed hair. We can wear straight weave. We can wear curly weave. We can do our own hair with curls, but you cannot fake kinky hair. You just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn your hair into kinky hair unless it grows out of your scalp. And so for me, that's one of the main reasons I want my hair back. I just felt like I looked a lot stronger with my natural hair. I think it just has more of a statement. It just speaks to me. It speaks to your soul. Also, our natural hair, it grows, it defies gravity, it defies water. Once it gets enough water, ain't no more coming in. You see them beads on, you see them bubbles on the top, you know, and it defies gravity. But one thing I want to say about natural hair, the kinkier it is, the curlier it is, the stronger the conductor that it is. It's a spiritual conductor. We receive information through our hair, believe it or not. It's like an antenna. I climbed a cell phone tower 3 years ago. We're not going to get into the details. Okay, I climbed a cell phone tower. Just know that. And the strong cables, guess what they look like? They spiral. When you see straight cables, those are weaker cables. The ones that coil, those are the strongest conductors of electricity. That's the same thing with your hair. I'm a very spiritual person. Check out my channel, Pretty Boss TV. That's completely dedicated to growth. People who are actively on the spiritual path. We're all spiritual beings on the spiritual path, but some of us are consciously on that path. So if you're into that, check out my main channel, Pretty Boss TV, where I talk about things like that. But you know, being who I am, taking care of my health and my body, I gotta have my kinks, man. I need that. You know, I get information from the cosmos through them kinks, you know? So that's why I relax, and that's why I'm going back. Like, there's nothing like it. And I know how to take care of my hair now. Like, I know what to do. And deep down back then, I knew what to do. I just didn't feel like it. I was being lazy, and I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. Let me get a relaxer. Like we do, which nothing is wrong with that. Do what you want to do with your hair. But for me, I miss it, you know. And I feel like I did a video also that you can check out for ladies who are thinking about transitioning from natural to relaxer. Check out that video. That might just give you some food for thought. Not saying that you should or you shouldn't. I'm just trying to give you some food for thought so that you can make sure that you don't regret your decision. I don't regret mine, because I did enjoy my little 9 months of straightness. But it's so funny because during the 9 months of straightness, all I wore was like curly hair wigs. You know what I'm saying? So I barely wear my hair straight. At the beginning, like the first month I was wearing my hair. But like after that, it was a wrap, you know? So I miss my hair. I had fun with the relaxer, but I gotta be me. I gotta look like me. I gotta look the way that my hair grows out of my head. Being a person who had a relaxer from I don't know how old, all I know is I don't have any kid pictures of me with my natural hair. I always had a relaxer, you know, so I'm not gonna put my mom on Front Street. She got kind of the straight curly hair, so she probably just didn't know how to deal with the kinks, you know, so she put a relaxer in my hair from a young age. So, you know, this is someone who's always had a relaxer. And when I went to being natural, I loved it. Like, do not get me wrong, I love my natural hair. I love how it feels. The main thing that I love about my type 4 hair is that it's just so soft, you know, and it defies gravity. Like, your hair grows up. That's cool, you know. I hope this video was helpful to just let y'all in. Subscribe to my channel because this channel is dedicated to transitioning to natural hair. It's dedicated to natural hair, and for the first, you know, for the first year, this is gonna have videos on here that are good for people who have relaxed and natural hair, because I'm transitioning, and my goal is to transition for 18 to 24 months, so that I'm going to be trying to retain my relaxer. So I'm going to be taking care of 2 textures to the best of my ability. I've already been doing a great job. My relaxed hair has never felt so good. My natural hair has never felt so good. Like, I'm taking care of both textures so far, so great. So I hope this video was helpful. Represent for the foes, you know what I'm saying? Represent for the foes. We need some more natural hair channels out here with type 4s. I see a lot of 3s, you know, cute. Your curls are cute. My daughter's a type 3. It's a cute. But, you know, the foes got to represent too. So this is a type 4 hair channel. And, you know, I hope these videos are helpful. I hope this video was helpful. And I just want to let you know, like, if you're thinking about doing it, maybe hold on. Because it's like, a part of me wishes that I held on, but a part of me is happy that I didn't, because I appreciate my natural hair more than I ever have before, because there's just nothing like it, you know? So I love y'all. Subscribe, hit that like button if you appreciate this video, and if you really want to be one of the first to get my notifications, click that the bell. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace.